Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So here we have Bomberman Hero. I'm just going to start the game. I've selected the save file. And the reason that I've selected this kind of lets you get the saves going earlier on in the game. Okay, so here we go. Let's go into area 1. Let's begin the game and let's play a little bit of the game. So Robert, who actually released the core on the 1st of September, and that's what I woke up intending to cover today. But guess what? There was another update out for the 2nd of September. So hey, we are spoiled. If you want to have a look at the notes and some of the things that Robert has added, they're up on screen now. Feel free to pause it and give them a read for yourself. But the main thing we're taking away from this, guys, beyond anything else, is we can now save. So I've started with Bomberman Hero, and a big shout out to Video Game Esoterica for actually recommending this as something that I could, a game where I could access the save quickly and demonstrate it. So thank you very much, buddy. Also want to thank everyone over on the Discord for putting up with me. I just want to say, guys, I was on night shift yesterday. I came home, I slept. My neighbor had a contractor working, so 2 hours of sleep, and all I could hear was banging, so I had to get up. So I apologize in advance if I make more mistakes than I usually make. But anyway, Bomberman Hero, we've started the game. Now I'm going to go, we're going to look at the footage where I reload it to see if our save file still exists. Okay guys, so here we are. We've booted up Bomberman again, and yes, our save is there. So the N64 core is just coming along super nicely. So if there are games that are working out there and hey, you want to play them now, well, you can save it and then you can kind of continue a game, and you may well even be able to complete some games now. Like, compatibility is increasing day by day. This is Bomberman Hero, and this is quite an okay-ish game. I never played this back in the day. I only played it when testing out this core, but we are getting a lot further in games. There's some games that were crashing before, they're not crashing now. Obviously, in the previous update, in the last video that I did, we had a data cache, which is increasing speed for some games. This core is honestly coming along so nicely. Okay, so guys, for the rest of the video, we're going to look at like different games for the Nintendo 64. I did actually try all your recommendations because there were plenty of recommendations. Some of them didn't work, they didn't load up. That's why you're not going to see many of them here. I think there was only one. So anyway, when I was picking my character, I kind of wanted to pick the clown, but then I saw a ninja. And you know, I always give ninjas priority. I guess it's in my channel name. So this is Fighter's Destiny. Was it Fighting Destiny? I think it's Fighter's Destiny. And guys, this actually runs and plays well. I'm actually really surprised about this game. I remember playing this when the Nintendo 64 came out, and we didn't think much of it. Maybe we were kind of used to faster, different fighting games then. But this feels like, I don't know, best way to describe it, like Dire Virtua Fighter. The way it flows, and I think you've got like 3 attack buttons. You may have more. I was kind of messing about with it, but I do actually like this game. Now, someone actually recommended this in the comments or during one of the live streams, saying that, yes, this is a great game. And honestly, I really do think it is. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you played this game, what you thought of it. But I can imagine this game being quite competitive, with 2 closely matched opponents. But Fighter's Destiny is working well. Fair enough, it's not looking super perfect. But as far as me having fun while I was playing this, I had a lot of fun playing this. And this is something I intend to play once the core becomes complete. But games like this, they're always good played with another player. You can play against a CPU, but outwitting a similar skilled opponent in any kind of fighting game, it's just a great thrill. Okay, like I said, guys, I did go through a lot of your requests, and this is a game that's come up many times in the comments, MiSTer FPGA. Now, unfortunately, I kind of went through the intro, and when I started the game, it just kind of hung on me. So hopefully this will work in the future. It's amazing because it's made by Enix before Square Enix kind of joined forces and became Square Enix. There was Squaresoft, and there was Enix. So this is just Enix. And obviously, I just saw Treasure come up there as well. And guys, we all love Treasure games. They've made some of the best arcade-style games like Gunstar Heroes, Alien Soldier, like a whole bunch of games I know that they've made on the Mega Drive, and I've really enjoyed. But this is MiSTer FPGA. And also, guys, I want to say, like, I'll leave Robert's Patreon details in the description of the video. If you are able to support him for the great work he does, then check that out. But this is where I got to with MiSTer FPGA. I wanted to show it because it was one of your requests. I tried it with the data cache on and off, and it was pretty much producing the same result. Okay, so here we are with Super Mario 64, and again, it's looking good. Still, the colors kind of need to be fixed near the bottom. Now, I tried kind of getting a save on this, but I realized I'd have to play this somewhat. And I know I just gave you guys a little story about me doing a night shift yesterday, coming home and not sleeping enough. Well, guess what? I'm on night shift shortly. Right at this moment, it is 4:37 p.m. and I'm due to be at work by, say, 7 o'clock. I usually like getting a bit early because, hey, I'm a good guy. Maybe I'll get there for about 6:45, 10 to 7. But that kind of leaves me around an hour to get this video done and out. And hopefully I can actually do it and maybe brush my teeth before I get to work as well. But Mario 64, it's running decent. Still some work to go. But hey, you can pick up bombs and dash them. And it sounds good. And hopefully, I'm really looking forward to the day I run an update and Mario gets his eyeballs. Okay guys, so this is Tac the Dinosaur Hunter Part 1. Do you remember last time we got this running? And you can see with the data cache on, like a lot of the assets in the background, they're just getting together a lot quicker. Now, pardon the bad gameplay, I just have a tough time going back to these controls. But this is where it crashed. When we kind of went into that portal thing or whatever, it crashed. We didn't see that guy drinking whatever the hell it is he's drinking. But we got further in the game. Turok is running nicely. Now, I don't know if anyone out there is able to complete it or go far, but it did not crash on me. It just kept going and going and going. Now, again, I apologize for me looking weird, moving weird, and that's because I'm so used to what's become the industry standard dual analog stick controls, going back to the N64 controls with like the 4C buttons to kind of strafe, to move, and then like the left analog stick, which would usually be move, kind of, it's just weird. It's not my muscle memory. But Turok is running really nice. And yeah, man, I've got to shoot people, I've got to shoot guns now. One thing that I noticed as well, I know I've done a controller review recently for the what was it called, the Retro Bit Tribute or something, and initially I was kind of okay with it, but now that I've started playing some more, when I'm playing Turok, I'm finding the controls really sensitive. When I'm trying to aim, I feel like it's moving too fast. Now, I don't know, I can't remember if the game was like that initially or if it's this controller. I would like to try it out some more, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'll definitely test it a little bit more, because obviously in things like Mario Kart, I'm good with it. Like, it feels fine for Mario Kart, but in Turok, I had a lot of trouble just kind of getting my aim. And to be honest, it's not like you're aiming up and down too much. You're just kind of aiming left and right and getting it. And I had difficulty doing that. But guys, Turok is good. But the amazing thing with this is how fast the assets are loading. I remember previously, like when it ran and it crashed, the assets were coming up, but you'd get somewhere and you would see them load a little bit after, whereas now they're loading a lot quicker. Here you go. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is how it was in game. I'm not exactly sure, because it's been a while since I've played this or even played like Nintendo 64 hardware. But as you can see, I'm trying to shoot the guy there, and yeah, I'm just having difficulties aiming. But hey, I got Mario bow, and I think I do eventually manage to like arrow him in the head. But guys, if you want to play Turok, you kind of can. Okay, here we are guys with Wave Race 64, and honestly, this just looks really nice now. Like, again, I don't think I ever played this on the N64. I can't remember. I don't think I did. Maybe I touched upon it once or anything like that. I remember when I had my game shop, this used to sell a lot. Like, we always used to get unboxed copies in. I don't think I've ever even seen the box, but this is running nice. The colors are there. The playability is there. It feels like it's running full speed for me, but maybe some of you guys know it better, and you know, maybe you realize it's not running full speed. But hey, you can see all the crowd there, everything, and you can race around. Yeah, Wave Race is looking good. I remember the previous one where it looked a little bit funny. I think that guy on the left, it looks like his butt is hanging out of there. But I think that's just the way the game is. Okay, so guys, let's round up this video by looking at Star Fox, guys, and wow, this just looks amazing. I mean, we have come so far. Robert has just come so far with the development of this core, from just seeing the outline of the ships and absolutely like nothing around, to pretty much seeing everything in the game. I mean, I remember when the ship was just a black outline, and then we got like a little window in there, and how good it looked. It is just looking amazing. Look at the reflections down there. It looks beautiful. I really like the way it looks. I like the way it plays. Now, here's another thing about that controller. Using that wired tribute controller. So before playing on the wired tribute controller, I was using like the 8-bit though ultimate USB-C controller, the RF variant. And one thing I found was when I was playing Star Fox, when I was aiming, like it was cool, like it was fine. I had like no issues with the aiming. I was locking onto everything fine. I was aiming at stuff fine while like moving ships and everything. Now with this controller, the analog stick is too loose. It's too loose. When I was trying to aim, I was going over my mark. As you can see there, I'm trying to kind of shoot there, but that's the controller. That's got nothing to do with the core. I just kind of wanted to point that out because I kind of said that controller was okay as long as you wanted to play analog games. Now I'm kind of changing it to it's decent for analog games as long as you're not playing anything where you're having to aim. If you're having to aim, it's just too sensitive, and with a lot of these games I don't think you can actually change the sensitivity settings. So I'll more than likely be buying a new controller somewhere down the line. Let's see what happens. It's going to be payday soon for me, and I didn't buy the glow in dark analog pocket, so maybe I can have some fun for that. But getting back to the game, guys, like this is just so much fun. If I do get a bit of time, I'd like to kind of go through it and play it, but then we play with a different controller. I'm okay playing it on a controller with a dual analog stick because I can use the right analog stick to like boost and use some of the features. But some games on the Nintendo 64 core, you do want a Nintendo 64 type controller because it was made with that controller in mind. So, but guys, yeah, this is it. Wanted to show the latest core. The main thing in this, hey, certain games are saving. So yeah, awesome. So if there's some games you want to play out there, so if you want to play Mario 64, Mario Kart, and you know, you want to save your cut progress, you want to go through Mario 64 and kind of carry on later, Star Fox, a number of games you want to save. Now I haven't tried it per se on all those games. The only game that I've managed to actually probably try it on is Bomberman, and that's just because of the lack of time that I have. I wanted to demonstrate that the save's working. We've done that. I just didn't do it in games that, you know, it's going to take me like 20 minutes to half hour, maybe more of play to actually get to that save. You might think it will take you quicker, but hey, you guys are probably a lot better than games than I am. But that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.